All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We're all about getting you up to speed quickly, cutting through all that noise out there.
You bet. Today we're diving into something pretty fascinating, a big leap forward in conversational AI.
Exactly, Qwen 2.5. And we've got a super detailed article here to guide us.
We're going to break it down for you.
What are the core advancements here?
And what do they actually mean, for you, for the average person?
For anyone who uses this tech or will be using it, which is probably all of us eventually.
Pretty much, yeah. The article highlights 4 key areas that we're going to focus on.
Right, lay it on me.
A much more nuanced way that this thing understands language.
Oh, interesting.
A really impressive improvement in performance when it comes to very specialized tasks.
Okay.
A much more intuitive way of interacting with different types of information, not just text anymore.
Multimodal.
Right, exactly. And of course, everybody wants things to be faster and more efficient.
Always a good thing.
So there you have it. That's our roadmap.
All right, well, let's start with the foundation. How well this thing understands what we're actually trying to say. The article calls it enhanced language understanding. I mean, it's got to be more than just picking out keywords, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is about truly grasping the meaning, like you said, going way beyond simple keyword recognition.
So it's not just what we're saying, it's how we're saying it.
Exactly. It's about picking up on all those subtle cues we use in human communication.
Like what? Give me an example.
Think about sarcasm. Or maybe you're hinting at something instead of saying it directly.
Or maybe I'm using some really technical jargon from my field.
Right. Qwen 2.5 is designed to pick up on all of that, to recognize emotions, context, even the nuances in our tone. It's impressive, really.
So it's getting closer to an actual human conversation.
You could say that.
Now, the article mentions that a key factor in this is more diverse and representative training data. What does that actually mean in practice?
Well, think about it this way. Imagine you only ever talk to people from your own little town your whole life.
Okay, I'm following.
You'd have a pretty limited understanding of how other people communicate, right? Different cultures, different regions, they all have their own unique ways of using language.
So this AI has been exposed to a much wider range of language data.
Exactly. Qwen 2.5 has been trained on a massive data set of text and code, covering a much wider range of styles, dialects, and even professional jargon.
So it's like it's done a world tour of languages.
In a way, yes. And this makes it much better at handling ambiguity, understanding complex topics, and being relevant to a wider range of users.
Okay, so fundamentally, it's just better at understanding us, regardless of how we speak or what language we use.
That's a great way to put it.
Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, where this enhanced understanding actually translates into tangible skills. The article highlights what it calls superior performance in specialized tasks.
Right. It specifically mentions 3 key areas where Qwen 2.5 really shines.
Okay, hit me.
First up, code generation.
Ah, for all the programmers out there.
Exactly. According to the article, Qwen 2.5 performance.
Across multiple programming languages.
That's right. It handles popular languages like Python, JavaScript, and C++ Rai. The article says it's setting a new benchmark in this area.
Sounds like it could be a game changer for software developers.
Absolutely. Imagine having an AI assistant that can not only write code for you, but also spot errors and suggest improvements.
I can see how that would be super useful.
Huh.
Okay, what's the next specialized area?
Mathematical problem solving?
Oh, interesting.
This one goes beyond just number crunching. Qwen 2.5 can actually reason symbolically.
What does that mean exactly?
Think of it like this. A calculator can give you the answer to an equation, but it doesn't really understand the concepts behind it.
Right, it's just following instructions.
Exactly. But Qwen 2.5 can grasp the underlying principles, the relationships between different elements in a problem. It's like having a math whiz on your team.
So it's not just solving equations, it's understanding them.
Precisely. And the article suggests it's performing at an unprecedented level in this area.
That could have huge implications for all sorts of fields.
Absolutely. From scientific research to financial modeling, anywhere where complex mathematical reasoning is involved.
Okay, and the third specialized area is data analysis, right?
Yeah.
I think this is a big one in today's world. We are drowning in data.
You're not wrong. And that's where Qwen 2.5 comes in. It's becoming incredibly good at processing and analyzing large data sets.
Give me some specifics. What can it actually do?
Well, for starters, it can identify patterns and trends that might be hidden in a massive spreadsheet. It can also generate visualizations like charts and graphs to help us make sense of the data.
So it's not just crunching numbers, it's helping us extract insights from the data.
Exactly, and it's doing it much faster and more efficiently than humans can.
That's a huge advantage in today's fast-paced world. Okay, so we've covered how Qwen 2.5 understands us better and how it's becoming an expert in these specialized fields. But let's move beyond text now. The article talks about refined multimodal interaction. What does that mean?
This is where things get really exciting. Multimodal means that Qwen 2.5 can now process and understand different types of data, not just text.
Like what?
Images, for example.
Right.
Or tables, charts, diagrams, you name it. It's learning to integrate all these different data types to get a more holistic understanding.
So it's like it's developing multiple senses.
That's a good analogy, and it's opening up a whole new world of possibilities. Imagine you're working on a presentation and you need to find an image that perfectly captures a certain concept.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
You could describe the concept to Qwen 2.5 and it could search for the perfect image for you.
That would save so much time.
Exactly. Or imagine you're trying to analyze a financial report that has a bunch of complex tables and charts. Qwen 2.5 could help you extract the key data and explain what it means.
So it's like having a research assistant that can see and understand visual information.
Exactly. And this multimodal capability is only going to get more sophisticated over time.
That's incredible. Now let's talk about the practical side of things. The article mentions improved efficiency and speed. I mean, that's always a good thing, right? But why is it so crucial in this context?
Well, think about it. If you're using an AI assistant that takes forever to process a request or generate a response, it's going to be pretty frustrating, right?
That's for sure.
So efficiency and speed are essential for making this technology truly usable in the real world. The optimizations in Qwen 2.5 mean that it can process information and generate responses much faster than previous models.
And what about resource consumption? I mean, these AI models can be pretty demanding on computing power, right?
That's true. But Qwen 2.5 has been designed to be more efficient in its use of resources. It can run on less powerful hardware, which makes it more accessible to a wider range of users.
It's not just faster, it's also more lightweight.
Exactly. And that's important for both individual users and for large organizations that might want to deploy this technology at scale.
Okay, so we've covered the core advancements: better understanding, specialized skills, multimodal interaction, and improved efficiency. But the article also mentioned some other notable improvements that sound pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, there are a few gems in there. Things that really add value and make Qwen 2.5 even more powerful.
Like what?
Well, for starters, there are new personalization features. This means that Qwen 2.5 can learn your preferences over time and tailor its responses to your specific needs.
So it's like it's getting to know me as I use it.
Exactly. And there's also something called feedback-based learning. Basically, this means that the model will continue to improve based on the feedback it receives.
So if I tell it that a particular response wasn't helpful, it will actually learn from that.
That's right. It will use that feedback to adjust its algorithms and become more accurate in the future.
That's really impressive. What about some of the more specific functionalities mentioned?
Well, there's one called advanced summarization that I think could be super useful for a lot of people.
Tell me more.
Imagine you have a long report or a dense research paper that you need to get through. Qwen 2.5 can summarize the key points for you, saving you a ton of time.
Oh, wow, that would be a game changer.
Right. And then there's improved simulation of realistic conversations. This is all about making chatbots and virtual assistants sound more human and engaging.
I can see how that would be important for customer service applications.
Absolutely. And finally, there's mention of integration capabilities with external tools. This means that Qwen 2.5 can connect with other software applications and databases to access and process information from a variety of sources.
So it's not just a standalone tool, it can be integrated into existing workflows.
Exactly. And that opens up a whole new world of possibilities for how it can be used.
So to sum it all up, Q 2.5 is a pretty substantial upgrade. It understands us better, performs specialized tasks with greater expertise, interacts seamlessly with different types of information, and does all of this more efficiently and with a growing set of useful features.
I think that's a fair assessment. It's clear that this isn't just an incremental improvement. It's a real step forward in the evolution of conversational AI.
Absolutely. And the potential impact is huge. The article talks about applications ranging from streamlining business processes to assisting with creative and technical endeavors. It really does seem like this technology could become an indispensable tool for all sorts of people.
No doubt about it. And it's exciting to think about how this technology will continue to evolve and what new possibilities it will unlock in the future.
Well, on that note, here's a final thought for our listeners to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive into Qwen 2.5. With all these advancements in its ability to understand, perform, interact, and operate, what new ways do you envision AI assistants like this becoming integrated into your own work or life in the near future? Beyond simply answering questions, think big, think outside the box. What could this technology really do for you? Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
Until next time.